Hello, my name is Simon. I'm a game developer and I wanted to record this short video to introduce you to my game. The game is called VAGABÖNDING with an O umlaut. You can see me playing it in the background of this recording. So, what is VAGABÖNDING? VAGABÖNDING is a top-down co-op roguelike with an RPG elements. As you can probably see, it's set in quite a dark world, and it's stylized to look a bit retro. And it's gonna be maybe not extremely hard, but quite a challenging game. It's not a very casual game. So I wanted to tell a bit about the inspirations and why I am working on it. I started to work on it around a year ago, after publishing my previous game, Little Odyssey, which was not too big of a success. It's This game is currently, let's say, in a prototyping stage, but I don't have a strict schedule. I don't have any milestone. I don't have a publisher that I need to worry about. It is not the source of my income. It's something I do after hours to make a fun game for myself, for my friends, and maybe in the future for some other people. So, at least for now, it's not planned as a commercial product. So I don't need to worry about is this a good business decision to implement that mechanic over that mechanic and over the schedules and time limits. So I can just do what I want basically, and I think it's working out quite good. This approach. Mm, so as I said, this is game heavily uh, based on on cooperation of multiple players in like a single adventure. So, but in the video in the background, you can see I'm not playing with my friends because my friends were busy while I was recording this video. So you can probably see me walking around the forests and killing stuff and so on. So, about the inspirations for this game, probably the single biggest one, and it might sound silly, would be the music genre called dungeon synth. It's a bit popular on YouTube. I don't know if anymore, but you probably have seen some thumbnails of like retro stylized games, videos of music compilations or albums, like the ones from I think it's called Tales Under the Oak and the channel Cryocrypt. I'll probably link them down in the description. So yeah, I tried to. Obviously, I would love to have this kind of music as a soundtrack, but more it's a bit of the visual aesthetic inspiration of what I want the game to look like and to behave like. Another like obvious inspiration would be all the great roguelikes and RPGs I played over the years, and it to my mind comes the Caves of Good, which is I don't know how popular it is in like roguelike, like more hardcore roguelike community. For sure it is, but mm, I really like Caves of Good, and maybe the game is obviously I'm not trying to copy the mechanics. The game is not turn-based. The vagabonding is not turn-based, while the Caves of Good are. But this overall a bit of aesthetic of darkness, of like everything is a bit against you. For sure, it's a heavy inspiration. Also, I wanted to reproduce my experience with tabletop RPGs, like the most popular one being obviously D&D, which I played, but also this one less popular system called Cairn, also will link it down, which have this really cool minimalistic aesthetic and also dark aesthetic. And obviously in a game which is not Baldur's Gate 3, I'm not gonna reproduce all the things that happen in like real tabletop RPG, but I want like one run, which I call adventures in this game, to be somewhat similar experience to our tabletop RPG session, with like you gathering your friends and maybe doing some serious stuff, maybe doing some silly stuff, and like fighting against the odds and like cooperations and all that stuff. And the game is also inspired a bit by Lovecraftian mythos. It's not exactly love. It doesn't have the exact Lovecraftian mythology. There is no Cthulhu. There are no outer gods yet. Maybe I will decide to add them later. But this idea that you are in an alien world and there are just forces that you cannot comprehend, that you cannot fight even, and you're just trying to survive at this like really low, really weak creature in a world that's not made for you, is a really cool idea for a game, or at least for vagabonding. Mm, and that's probably all I wanted to say in this video. As I said, it's a short one. I just wanted to check if if I can do videos like that, and if I edit this video and then if I'm gonna post this video, and then if I'm gonna decide this was a good idea, I'll probably record more of those videos, because I kinda want to delve more into some systems of the game that I designed or am designing currently, like the combat, which obviously is a big part of vagabonding. But I wanted to make, or like RPGs in general, but I wanted to put my spin on it and make it slow and methodic, not turn-based, but something inspired by the turn-based combat. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more about this game, please tonight make a sacrifice to outer gods, so I have more energy to make things like that in the future. And yeah, that's all. Bye bye. Have a good night.